Hello, UCoachia people. I am Nancy. I am here today to teach you guys about sales and mastering an enrollment call. I know for a lot of people, the idea of being on an enrollment call is so uncomfortable. You just like, it's like, what do? You don't want to be pushy. You don't want to sit there and be like, what do I say? And then it gets away from you, right? Like all of a sudden it changes from you trying to say, hey, I have this great program, product, or service, and it becomes a let me help this person. You guys are all like heart centered, loving, kind people who want to help people. And oftentimes that line gets blurred because you're thinking, if I'm in a discovery or an enrollment call, what I want to do is help this person. What you're missing is then you're doing a free coaching call and then they think they're cured. That's not what you want to have happen. That's also false for that person. They're going to be thinking, okay, great, they helped me, this was amazing, I don't need more, when we all know that more is always going to be needed because nobody has their problem solved in one shot. So here's what you want to do. You want to remember what the intention is of your call, and you want to state it from the start. So there's an actual structure for enrollment calls. And I just want to quickly go over the breakdown of what they are, and we're going to dive deeper into each one of these sections so you can master it, 100% own it for yourself while you're in UCoachia in the class. But for right now, let's just go over the broad overview and see if somebody who's out there today going to be doing a discovery or an enrollment call can avoid falling into the pitfall of just giving a free coaching conversation. So, first, it is not the same thing as a coaching call. That is number one. You are not there to try to solve the problem that's being presented to you. That's what you get paid to do. Okay, so this is not the same thing. You don't need to prove that you can do this and solve their problem for free. That's not the intention. So let's just bear that one in mind. Not a coaching call. That's one very important thing. And I know it's a hard one because again, you just want to help. And then how are they going to know the benefit of working with you if they don't experience what it's like to work with you? Well, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. People are in on a call with you because they already know that they need some help and they're trying to get a feel for who you are and if they can vibe off of you. The process of working with you cannot be completed in one conversation, and you don't need to prove that it can be. What you need to do is find out whether or not you're a fit to help them, and are they a fit for you and your program? Can you help them, and can they be helped? This is really what it's about. So the goal of the call is for them to have a breakthrough. But the breakthrough is not on their issue. The breakthrough is for them to own where they are in their process. So they need to know, hey, I am struggling with growing my business. And maybe they have in their head that if they keep trying to find different resources online, they won't need to actually invest in something because there's a fear if they invest in something. Maybe they're making a mistake. Maybe they don't believe they can actually do it. Maybe they aren't sure about their own judgment. Maybe there's just a lot, like maybe they've been scammed in the past and they don't feel safe and they're just trying to protect themselves. There's overwhelm, but they get to figure that out in the call. What is it that's blocking them from making a decision and moving forward? That's the breakthrough you want for them. What is it that they need to work on? What is it the thing that they have been avoiding dealing with? The reason why they're really with you. And then you'll understand, can you actually help? Because let's say I'm on a call with somebody and they're stuck in their business, but it turns out that their big issue is, I don't know, that, they want to hit their goals next week. I'm not a fit for them. Like, that's not going to be a fit for UCoachia. We're building businesses. That's what our job is. But we cannot give you guys clients tomorrow. That's not building a business. That's just kind of like a band-aid on a problem. A business means you're going to have a line of people who want to work with you in a pool. That's what we build. And that does not happen overnight. So if somebody says to me, I want to have a client tomorrow, we're not going to be a good fit. And I wouldn't want to mislead them, but that's good to know from the offset, right? So for you, it's the same sort of thing. You need to know whether or not what you offer is going to be a good fit and can you help them achieve their goals. So it's about that sort of thing. It is not to enroll someone, okay? A lot of us get on these calls and we think, okay, I gotta close, always be closing, gotta make the sale, I need the client, gotta close them, gotta close them. And that sort of energy comes out, and then people feel it. That's not, again, if you think about the intention that you're there with, is clarity, getting clarity, and having a breakthrough on what the actual issue is, then you're not going to be tied to whether or not they purchase something from you or not. Because your intention is not just to sell something, your intention is to genuinely help someone understand where they are in their process. Really key thing, and also will shift your energy when it is time to make the offer. So there is a true structure to a call. So let's just break this down. So first, we're going to set up what we're going to be talking about, right? So you actually want to stay from the outset. One, hey, this is the intention of this call. Let it be known. Share it from the rooftops. It's okay. You're going to take control and be the guide. Two, so you want to know why you're on the call, what the goal is of the call, and what they're going to walk away with from the call. And you can also add, if you think you can help them, then you're going to make an offer. Let them know. And then in that breakdown, you're also going to talk about what each step is that you're going to do. I'll give a brief 1 to 2 minute overview of what their business is. Brief. You want to understand what's working for them. You want to understand what their goals are. You want to understand what isn't working for them and what's been getting in their way. Sometimes people call that the pain point. It is, because it's like one of those things where we try to avoid it, but that's usually what that's called. And then you want to offer a diagnostic. Think about yourself as a doctor. So you're going to sit back and reflect. Hey, you said that this is going on, this was your goal, this is what's blocking you, and now you get to diagnose. And you're thinking back to what you have and the programs that you know about and what your offer is, and then also think about, is there another thing that might support them? It's not always your package that's going to be the sole support. Maybe it's something else. So try to think about that. So if somebody came to me and said, I want to learn how to build a car, well, I would be terrible at this, right? So I would say, look, I'm not the person to help you do this, but I'm sure I can try to find some resources of somebody who might. Is that okay if I try to look for something and then email it to you? I want them to have support and help. That's genuinely my goal. So when you're on that call and somebody asks you or tells you that what their issue is, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm not sure that I'm the best fit, say, I'm not sure I'm the best fit. I can look up some resources for you. Offhand, I don't know any, but let me think about it. Diagnose. Make the offer. The offer is help. That's all an offer is an offering of support and help. And then it gets a little bit weird, because then if you're trying to transact with money, it can feel a little bit awkward, right? You're like, okay, I would love it if you could join my program. Are you ready to join now? And then it becomes transactional. It can feel a little bit off. It's okay to admit it. It's okay to speak what's happening. Be like, oh, hey, great. So, okay, so you know what? I definitely am excited to have you join. I always feel a little weird about the money part. Don't worry about saying it. Be genuine to who you are, because they want to work with you. They want to work with you because you're going to be open to them. People pay to work with you, not with the package of who you think you are. So be genuine about what's happening for you. And then let's say they say well, whatever their objection is or whatever's going on, and we'll get into objections at another time. I think it's the next live. You guys, you can answer right then and there and say, let's go set up a follow-up and set the day and time. Don't let somebody just say oh, I don't know. You need to hold them to what's going on so that they are able to actually kind of make a decision and have a frame at which to make that decision in. So you want to always set a time frame for a follow-up. I would say the sooner the better. Don't put it out a week. Put it out a couple days. The only reason for that is when we get in our own heads, we can get in our own way. So if somebody can see something that would really help them, they're excited about stepping forward, then fear can come in. and it's going to say to them like, oh, whoa, 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 we got all these real super logical reasons why this won't work. And they're going to let that fear speak up and be louder, and they might need to just talk it out because they don't want to live in their fear. But it's a big deal to step forward out of fear and really invest in yourself and invest in your dream, invest in your hope, and believe in somebody else. So you want to be there to support them on that. And so definitely set up the follow up. You want to set up the day, offer a couple times that you're available, and nail it. That is literally everything you need to know for creating and mastering an enrollment call. First and foremost, please remember you're there to help, and the guidance that you're offering, the thing that you're really trying to get is what is the big issue, and have a realization around that. That is literally everything. We're going to dive deeper into each of these steps and how to go through each one of them individually in the sales course I'm teaching. And until then, I am so excited for you guys to be as part of UCoachia. And any questions, type away. I'll go check them out. I'll answer anything you got. And if there's anything you want me to do a live on later, let me know. I'm excited, guys.